It's 3 in the morning. You are wide awake. Again. You know that feeling of frustration as you stare at the ceiling. You glance at the clock, calculating how little sleep you will get if you fall back asleep right now. You feel that anxiety rising. You have likely been told that this is just an inevitable part of getting older. That assumption is scientifically incorrect. As a specialist in the neurobiology of aging, I can tell you your sleep is not failing you. Your protocol is failing you. The challenge isn't your age. It's that your brain has become more sensitive to specific hormonal signals, cortisol and melatonin, that you are accidentally sending it every evening. Deep sleep after 60 is not achieved by chance. It is engineered. In this video, we will not just share a list of tips. We will execute a scientific protocol. First, we will identify the 4 hormonal disruptors that are sabotaging your sleep. Then, I will give you the 4 evidence-based controllers to reset your senior sleep cycle, starting with the disruptor likely sitting in your living room right now. The Sleep Disruption Protocol. Disruptor 1. The Blue Light Disruptor. The first disruptor is your evening screen time. This includes the television, your smartphone, or your tablet. The science of why this matters is critical. The blue light from these devices sends a direct signal to the master clock in your brain. This clock is called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN. This signal tricks your SCN into thinking it is still daytime. As a direct result, your brain suppresses the production of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that signals to your entire body that it is time to sleep. When this happens, your natural circadian rhythm is delayed. Your brain is confused. You don't feel sleepy when you should, and when you finally do fall asleep, it is often shallow and unsatisfying. Disruptor 2. The cortisol disruptor. The second disruptor is eating heavy meals, or sugary snacks, too close to your bedtime, especially within 3 hours. When you eat a large meal late at night, you force your body to work. Your digestive system activates. But the bigger problem is hormonal. Eating late, especially simple carbohydrates or sugar, can cause a spike in cortisol. You know cortisol as the stress hormone, but it is also your primary awake hormone. Here is the essential rule. Cortisol and melatonin are opposites. When cortisol is high, melatonin must be low. At night, your cortisol should be at its lowest point of the entire day. That late meal or sugary snack does the exact opposite. It puts your body into a state of alert and digest, rather than rest and repair. Disruptor 3. The fragmentation disruptor. The third disruptor is the evening use of alcohol and the afternoon use of caffeine. Let's start with alcohol. Many people use an evening glass of wine to relax or get sleepy. And while alcohol is a sedative, it destroys your sleep architecture. According to the National Council on Aging, alcohol suppresses REM sleep, which is your critical brain-restoring sleep during the first half of the night. Then, as the alcohol wears off, your body tries to rebound. This causes sleep fragmentation, that 3 a.m. awakening where you are wide awake and your heart is racing. That is often the direct result of your body finishing the metabolism of evening alcohol. Now let's discuss caffeine. It works by blocking the sleep pressure chemical in your brain, called adenosine. Adenosine is what builds up all day, making you feel tired at night. Caffeine has an average half-life of 5 to 7 hours. This means that a cup of coffee at 3 p.m. can still have 50% of its full stimulating effect in your brain at 8, 9, or even 10 p.m. You are effectively trying to go to sleep while a stimulant is still actively blocking your natural sleep drive. Disruptor 4. The core temperature disruptor. The fourth disruptor is a combination of late naps and high-intensity evening exercise. Long naps after 3 p.m. are problematic. They release that valuable adenosine sleep pressure that you have been building all day. This leaves you feeling not tired enough when it is time for bed. But the more critical disruptor for many is vigorous exercise too close to bedtime. To initiate deep sleep, your core body temperature must drop. This drop in temperature is a primary signal for your brain to release melatonin. High-intensity exercise, as recommended by the National Institute on Aging, does the opposite. It raises your core body temperature for hours. If you exercise hard within 3 hours of your bedtime, you are blunting one of your body's most powerful signals to sleep. Now, we have identified the disruptors. We have stopped sending the awake signals. It is time to start sending the sleep signals. This is how you take back control. The Sleep Control Protocol. Controller 1. The consistency. Anchor. The first and most powerful controller is consistency. You must go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. This includes weekends. We are aiming for a window of plus or minus 20 minutes. This is the single most important action you can take for your sleep. Here is the science. This consistency anchors your circadian rhythm. Your brain learns to predict your schedule. It learns exactly when to release melatonin to prepare you for sleep. And it learns exactly when to release cortisol to wake you up. This consistency creates a powerful, predictable hormonal rhythm, which is the foundation of all good sleep habits for seniors. Controller 2. The 60-minute wind-down protocol. The second controller is to create a 60-minute wind-down buffer zone before your scheduled bedtime. You cannot go from high alert to sleep like flipping a switch. You need a process. This 60-minute window must be free of electronic screens. It must be free of stressful work, arguments, or stimulating news. Instead, you replace those things with signals of calm. You can read a physical book under a dim, warm light lamp. You can take a warm bath. This is an excellent tool because when you get out of the warm water, your core body temperature drops, which actively triggers the sleep signal. You can listen to relaxing music or stretch gently. This entire routine is a powerful behavioral signal to your brain's master clock. It is you consciously telling your brain, the day is over, begin the process of producing melatonin. Controller 3. The Sanctuary Protocol. The third controller is to engineer your bedroom environment into a sanctuary for sleep. This protocol has 3 core elements: cool, dark, and quiet. First, cool. As the Sleep Foundation notes, the ideal target temperature for sleep is around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18.3 degrees Celsius. Your body needs to release heat to sleep deeply. A cool room facilitates this. Second, dark. Your bedroom must be pitch black. Even a small amount of light, like the LED on your television or light coming through the blinds, can be perceived by your brain. This light can disrupt melatonin production all night long. Use blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask. Third, quiet. Your brain continues to process sounds even while you sleep. A sudden noise can pull you out of a deep sleep cycle. If you live in a noisy area, use earplugs or a white noise machine to create a consistent, peaceful sound environment. Controller 4. The Morning Light Anchor. The fourth controller is perhaps the most surprising one. Your evening sleep quality begins the moment you wake up. You must get 10 to 15 minutes of direct, natural morning sunlight as soon as possible after waking. This does not mean staring at the sun. Just go outside without sunglasses and let that light hit your eyes. Even on a cloudy day, the signal is powerful. Here is the science, as confirmed by research from labs at Stanford and elsewhere. That morning light resets your SCN master clock for the day. It triggers a healthy release of cortisol, which is exactly what you want in the morning to feel alert and awake. But here is the most important part. That single action schedules your brain to begin releasing melatonin approximately 14 to 16 hours later, right on time, exactly when you need it in the evening. Morning light is the on switch that correctly sets the off switch for the end of your day. Conclusion and flywheel. As we have discussed, deep sleep is a biological process that responds to signals, not to chance. We have identified the 4 hormonal disruptors: the blue light, the late-night cortisol spike, the sleep fragmentors, and the core temperature disruptors. And we have implemented the 4 controllers: the consistency anchor, the wind-down protocol, the sleep sanctuary, and the morning light anchor. Your age is not the barrier. The mismatch in your hormonal signals is. By removing the disruptors and implementing the controllers, you're not hoping to sleep. You are engineering it. I have a question for our community. Of the 4 habits that control sleep, which one do you find provides the most immediate benefit for you? Share your experience in the comments below, as your wisdom may help others in this community. And once you have engineered these 4 evening habits, the next critical step is to secure your results from the moment you wake up. In our next video, I will explain the 5-minute morning habits that are scientifically proven to lock in your circadian rhythm for the entire day. Click the video on your screen to continue. This content is for informational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Consult your doctor before making any changes to your health routine.